Frank Ocean. Usually when I make these videos, there's always some concern in the back of my mind that the artist will release new music right when I come out with the video and immediately make it outdated, but in this case, I have no worries at all. Frank Ocean is an extremely talented musician who kinda has a reputation bigger than himself, for he tends to stay off the grid a lot on the internet. He's known to have made some pretty timeless songs, so I thought today I should add him to the collection I'm growing with my series here on YouTube and rank all of his music from worst to best. And yes, just to be clear, this is my opinion. If you love a song that I don't or hate a song that I love, then that's totally fine. That just means you're wrong. But for real, he doesn't have a huge catalog, so I'll just be working with his Nostalgia Ultra mixtape, Channel Orange album, Blonde, and I'll even include Endless, even though it's less of a fully fledged out album and more of a rough draft of ambience. And with that, let's start with Dead Last, which I have as Street Fighter. Alright, typically I use this section with the red background to indicate bad songs or songs that I would tend to skip, but Frank legitimately has no songs that I would consider quote unquote bad, so I'm just going to include all of his interludes here. Soul Calibur. GoldenEye. These last three songs are just cassette tapes changing. Not Just Money. I think this is just Frank's friend's mom lecturing him. Good Guy. There are a lot of deep cuts on Blonde that are really short in length but huge in meaning. That being said, this is the only one of them I dislike just because of how raw it audibly sounds. Here, Ocean's talking about a date he went on, and I understand why it's supposed to feel empty, but it's really just not for my liking. Start. We kick off Frank's huge commercial outbreak album with the sound of a PlayStation booting up. Ambience 1, A Certain Way. Ambience 2, Honey Baby. White, a super relaxing snippet taken from Frank's solo contribution to the Odd Future Volume 2 mixtape.
Don't try to act like someone else.
Be Yourself. I think this is the same woman talking from Not Just Money a couple placements ago. Fertilizer. I think Channel Orange is just listening to a radio station, which is why we get cuts like this one.
Stop. Let me do it.
Ladies Talkin', Metal Gear Solid. What's a Radiohead? Device Control. The same way Endless begins, it also ends, making the visual experience seem endless. End. He wasn't trying very hard for the intro and outro track names, huh? Florida. The harmonious humming got me like this. Wither. Being one of his many homophone uses in his career, I love his vocals, yet I can't help but feel disconnected to this song given how spacey it feels. And again, I get that that's the whole sound of Endless, but this being a rough draft in a sense, I think that some tracks just do it better than others, with Wither being on the lower end of that argument. Sierra Leone. I like the fictional story of maturity on this song, but it isn't something that I love coming back to all that much on Channel Orange. Mine. Eerie.
She told me, like, accept me on Facebook.
Facebook story. The reason I have this higher than expected is because I love listening to this guy talk. What do you want from me? Dear April. As per usual, Frank's singing is great, but I'm not going to stand here and lie telling y'all that I love listening to this song. I tried, but I'm not going to force myself to love anything. Just personal preference. I like his other ones better. Cayendo. Bro can speak better Spanish than me, and I'm Peruvian.
She better with some fella with a regular job.
Pink Matter. Let me know what 3K collab you like better, this or Solo Reprise? Because, I mean, seeing by this placement, you already know which one I prefer. Hublots? Or Hublots? I like Jasmine Sullivan a lot on this one, but that's really it. Provider. I'm pretty neutral towards this song. The chorus is fine, and I kind of enjoy the beat. Impietas/Deathwish ASR. The aura this track makes me feel is a little off-putting, but it's something I oddly find comforting in a weird way. Sweet Life. This has been me ever since I bought Pizza Tower. I'm not gonna lie, that game is amazing. Rushes 2. I love the kicks on this one. Xenons. I love this melody. If it was any longer, it'd definitely be a lot higher.
Wanna film a tape on a speedboat?
Skyline 2. I feel like I'm crawling through a cloud when listening to this. Dust. This right here is some magical bedroom pop right here, y'all. Nature Feels. I can't listen to this without thinking of Electric Feel because of how contagious the instrumental is, but this one's still good too. Higgs. If I had a voice that can sing this well over an acoustic guitar, I would not be ranking music. I would be making music. Siegfried. I feel like I'm lost between miles of flower beds when I'm listening to this. Pilot Jones. That reverb though. Moon River. I kind of feel like a villain because if you go read all the YouTube comments to this song, everyone's pouring their hearts out, retelling heartwarming stories of why they love this song so much. And I'm over here placing at number 45, but it is what it is. In Here Somewhere. This kind of sounds like the beginning of Contact by Daft Punk, and I should know, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's take a brief intermission really quickly. I haven't done this before, so just bear with me, but I want to give y'all some time to give you all the chance to be extremely relieved at the fact that I haven't already mentioned your favorite Frank Ocean song yet. At least I hope so. We're already in the part of the video where I like all these songs. I think they're all good, so don't get mad at me. But I'm telling you, that might change really soon. All right, let's continue. Solo. This song is kind of genius with all the wordplay about being alone and feeling so low by getting really high, so high that he reaches heaven, juxtaposing his use of the word inhale to get high because he's in hell. That being said, it's aight. Unity. This gives me major SZA vibes. Rushes. It's kind of slow paced, kind of takes a little bit to pick up, but once it does, it's absolutely beautiful. And there's absolutely nothing wrong, by the way, with being slow paced. I'm just pointing it out. Lens. This sounds like something straight out of Tierra Whack's Whack World. Pretty sweet. I like the chaotic intro. At Your Best, You Are Love. A cover of a cover. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. Golden Girl. As outlandish as it sounds, a Tyler and Frank collab album would be such a treat. American Wedding. This song is good, but just like Smino's Pro Freak, I can't get over how good the ending is. It's like its own little outro, which is better than the rest of the song in my eyes. Strawberry Swing. This is such a nostalgic song, it gives me the same vibes as My Neighbor Totoro. Device Control reprise. The end credits to Endless. All right, I'm just gonna. Bad Religion. Okay, I know this is where I'm probably gonna lose a lot of you, but hey, we're in the great section of songs now, so you can't sue me. We All Try. I can't believe this mixtape is 12 years old now. Comme des Garçons. Such a groovy little piece, but Rina Sawayama did it better. I'm not gonna lie. Did y'all see John Wick 4? She was a great actor. Forrest Gump. And if you follow me on Letterboxd, then you should know that I like this movie. Ivy. The screaming at the end is real. Swim Good. The first single to his first mixtape and a fantastic one. Sideways. Watching the stars and listening to this song at the same time is a whole new feeling.
We are the Zanny, Nash, and Caddy Smack.
Super Rich Kids. Yo, did he jump off a roof at the end of the song? Alabama. Dude, I just love Sampha. Like, his voice always gives me goosebumps every single time. Monks. Probably my favorite 9-second intro to any one of his songs. Novocaine. This is my summer song of the year. Happy summer, y'all. Slide on Me. Can we please get this on Spotify?
If I was singing songs just to sing.
Songs for Women. I love how static his voice gets when he goes la da 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 da.
Spinning over backwards, over half of the whole had work done.
Solo reprise. Yep, I have it this high. This track is magnificent, despite the fact that Frank isn't even present in it at all. In My Room. Bro, how can he sing and rap so incredibly well? I mean, it's crazy. This dude is so talented. I'm not jealous or anything. I'm just saying, like, how can he... DHL. Don't hate love. Love Crimes. All right, we're reaching the point on this list where it's extremely difficult to rank because all of his best songs are just peak music. Thinking About You. Would it still count to say I've technically been listening to Frank ever since that Potato Flew Around My Room Vine came out, or... Futura Free. I like how the album ends with clips of Odd Future from back in the day, kind of showing how far he's come in his career. And the first half of this song is so weird in the best way possible. That's why people consider this album to be one of the best. There's nothing else that sounds like it. Lost. What can I say about this song that no one else on the internet has already said before? This song is good. Mitsubishi Sony. Easily my favorite part of Endless. This song is so bouncy and the break to the beat drop goes absolutely nuts. There Will Be Blood. There Will Be Tears. And this one is my single favorite song off Nostalgia Ultra. I still need to see There Will Be Blood though. Chanel. Bro, Frank really got every single straight male singing, "My God, pretty like a girl." Bro, say that loud and proud, man. Okay, everyone, just squeezing into the top 10 Frank Ocean songs, we have Godspeed. I remember the exact moment when this song clicked for me. My high school hosted this monthly show called Coffee House where students would sign up and perform anything they want, either by themselves or with other people. So there would be sketches, comedy acts, improv, but most importantly, singing. And this one girl got up and sang a cover of Godspeed. Excuse me. And this one girl got up and sang a cover of Godspeed, and I could hear the church organ playing and the various sounds of people muttering from the song all around me with the surround sound system, and I was at a genuine loss for words at how good it sounded. Then it was stuck in my head for the next week. White Ferrari. This whole song, especially the ending, is so beautiful it almost puts a tear to my eye. But nah, Boys Don't Cry. Close to You. I'm going to start running out of things to say because they're all going to be the exact same, but I cannot articulate how much I love this song. The sky is pink and white. Pink and White. Only Frank can have backup vocals from Beyonce and production from Pharrell Williams and not credit them acting like it's no big deal. Like, what? Crack Rock. And don't do drugs, kids. I don't get weak in the knees. Biking. I honestly prefer the solo version, but this placement applies to both versions, including the one with Jay-Z and Tyler, the Creator. His best single. Self-Control. Without getting too personal, this song holds a very special place in my heart for real. Reminds me of some really great times. And so yes, top 4. Pyramids. I know a lot of you Frank heads probably have this as their #1 song by him, and while I do find it absolutely amazing, I just have to disagree. Hey, shout out Chuck though for my One Train video. If I'm not mistaken, this is his #1 favorite song of all time. I did have this song on repeat during my sophomore year of high school. It still holds up the exact same way as when I first listened to it. The 9-minute duration doesn't hold any setbacks. It flies by because of how good it is. Nikes. I remember the first time I decided to listen to Blonde. Me and my friend Amini decided to put it on the bus ride back from a state finals winter track meet we had. It was like 10 p.m. and I've been seeing the album so highly regarded by the internet for so long. I had no idea what it was going to sound like, but I put this song on and immediately fell asleep because of how tired I was. Personally, I find that story hilarious considering the fact that it's now one of my favorite Frank Ocean songs ever. And coming in at #1, I'm not even going to hype this one up, honestly, because you already know what it is. How can it not be? Nights. This is without a doubt one of my favorite songs ever in general. Has been for quite some time and will continue to be for an even longer time. It's basically just reminiscing on a past relationship, but everything about it from front to back just spills perfection. You can tell how much time and care he put into crafting not only this song but the whole album, because it still gives me chills to this day after hearing it hundreds of times. I love how the beat drop signifies the exact halfway point in Blonde, dividing the two halves equally into 30 minutes of runtime. I cannot give this song enough praise. But anyways, that was my ranking of every Frank Ocean song. I didn't include any of his unreleased music because that's just not how I roll. But I hope you all enjoyed listening to me talk about my own opinions. Definitely make sure to subscribe. I love making these videos, so there'll be a lot more to come. But that's about it from me. I'll see y'all in the next one. See ya.